Perfect. Thanks though for turning on your video initially to let me see, because I didn't want people to feel like they needed to or had to, but it's nice that I know someone's there. That I'm not just talking to the screen. It's a new experience. So if you have a block, feel free to sit on that or just to find a comfortable seat on your mat. We're going to start by just rooting down in a seated position. As always, you want to try to move the flesh out of the way of the sit bones. So that way you can really feel your body root, that pelvic floor settle. So you allow your knees to relax down. Let your hips, your pelvis find a neutral position so that way you're not tilting forward or back, just right at the center. Gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable to. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a long, steady exhale out through the mouth. We're going to do a few of those. Again, just noticing that pelvic floor. Notice that it's that center as you take a big breath in. Draw in that center line and notice your spine grow tall. Notice your shoulders come over your hips. Allow them to roll back and down. Take another deep breath in and just lengthen the spine. Begin to notice the space in between each and every vertebrae. Slightly tuck your chin in and lengthen the back of the neck or head up. Notice the top of your head, your crown, as it reaches up towards the sky with the same intensity as your root does the earth. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale the air all of the way out. Gently inhale your hands together to meet at heart center. Allow your thumbs to press up against your chest. Notice the balance that you have right now on the left side and the right side, the front and the back of your body, and even the top and the bottom. The yogi's home is the heart center. Your hands, an extension of this heart center. Take a moment to gently tuck your chin and just honor the love and the light that is within yourself. Gently lifting the chin, placing the thumb to the forehead, thumbs to forehead. As you gaze upward, your eyes closed, and just honor the love and the light that is within all living beings. Gently lowering your hands down. Come onto all fours, tabletop position. Spread your fingers open wide. Allow everything to find symmetry. So make sure that you've got your hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Sway your hips from left to right. And then gently start to work through your cat-cow. So you're going to inhale, lift up the chest and tailbone, drop down the belly. And then exhale, curl. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale back up. And then exhale, curl. So moving through the spine, opening up space, breathing mindfully as you do so. So as always, I'm sure you remember and know, but Ujjayi breath is the breath that we practice. You don't have to go straight into it, but you want to remember that that's the foundation. So as you start to warm up the body, coming back to a tabletop position, use that breath. Inhale, right hand is going to come forward, thumb facing up, shoulders in socket, and then exhale, left foot goes back, flex the toes and create one straight line. For this move here, your stomach is engaged and you're going to drop that left hip down and make sure it's in line with the right. One more big breath. You might inhale through the nose, look towards the fingers. Exhale, keep your mouth closed. Through the nose, it comes out. Curl, tuck the chin, tuck your elbow to your knee. And then inhale, reach back out. And then exhale, palm to the ground, knee to the mat. Switching sides. Inhale your left hand forward, thumb face up. Exhale, your right foot goes back. Flex the toes. It's like you're pressing the heel up against the wall behind you. And then lengthen the back of your head and neck. Stabilize through the core, dropping your right hip down. Take a big breath in. Exhale the air all of the way out. Again, inhale, maybe gaze towards those fingertips. And then exhale as you crunch, tucking the knee to the elbow. Inhale, reach back out. And then exhale, coming to all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and push into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You're going to pedal your feet out from left to right. You want to try to create an upside down V with the body. So you're really going to bend those knees, both of them at the same time. As you bend the knees, lift the hips up towards the sky, get the hips as high as you can. Press into those palms. And remember to externally rotate the shoulders. So you're opening up. Your gaze is in between your knees. And then you can straighten those legs out, reaching the heels towards the mat. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. Make them deep Ujjayi breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Maybe shake your head, yes or no. And then gently walk your feet up to meet your wrists. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Bend your knees a lot for ragdoll. You're going to let that head drop down. Grab opposite elbows. Feel the weight of your body as you breathe in and breathe out. Gently start to straighten the legs. You can heel toe your feet together to touch. And then come up one vertebrae at a time. All the way to a standing position, Tadasana. So bring the big toes to touch if you can. Lift up the toes. Feel the places on the ground on your feet, that are touching the ground. And gently let the toes come down one at a time. Remember to let there be a slight bend in the knees, but it's as if you're rooting down. So you can feel the weight of your legs. Your hips are pressing down. Shoulders are going to roll down and back, reaching the fingers towards the earth. Good. Just let your chest relax a little. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Good. Think about as you breathe out, just releasing the tension in the upper shoulders. Just let them come down. Inhale, hands reach up, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let your head go all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, folding down again. Inhale, arms come out to the sides as you reach the fingers open and up. They meet at the top, and then exhale right through the center to your sides. Back to Tadasana. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, upward salute, gazing up towards your palms. Exhale, pull the belly in and hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Press through the feet, reach through the hands. And exhale, palms come to your sides. Use your breath to lead your motion. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. You're going to stay there this time. Take a moment to just let any thoughts, worries, things on the mind to just drain out. Imagine them leaving through the top of the crown. Remembering that the breath, the pranayama, is where this practice is rooted. Gently release your forward fold and come all the way up, opening the hands again to the sides, meeting at the top. And then to heart center. Just take a moment to check in with yourself after this little bit of practice at the house. Notice the difference. Notice your breath. We're going to take this time today. We're going to move through these asana, but I know that we each have an intention that we need to set and be focused on, right? So the breath is the foundation, and then on that breath rides the intention. So be clear with yourself today if it's peace, if it's presence, clarity. Just know that intention. Hands come to your sides. Inhale, upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, planting the palms onto the mat, coming into your high plank. So step those feet back, holding your high plank. Just stabilize the hips. Make sure that they're up high enough. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, you're going to come down halfway for Chaturanga Dandasana. So remember, the elbows stay into the body. You flip the feet to allow the knees to come down. Upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders down and back. Hold your up dog as you gently look over the right shoulder. Come back to center. Looking over the left shoulder. Coming back to center. Shift back onto your knees. Allow the toes to come together and the knees to open wide and come into extended child's pose. So allow your forehead to rest on the mat. Reach your fingers forward. Inhale. And exhale. So just like when we're in the studio together, this base or this pose is your home base. This pose is a place that you can come to throughout the practice at any time if you need to take a break. This pose triggers that relaxation response, your parasympathetic nervous system. Taking 1 to 2 more breaths here. As you're ready, shift forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale your right foot high for three-legged dog. Press into those palms evenly. Lift your heel up and then stack the hips. So right hip on top of left, bend the knee, and then create 3 big circles with your knee. As if you're making a circle on the back wall or the ceiling, opening the hip. And then in the other direction. Inhale, three-legged dog when you're done. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Switching sides, left foot goes high. Stack the hip, bend the knee, rotate 3 times. Each direction. Allow the breath to lead the motion. Inhale, three-legged dog when you're done. Exhale, downward facing dog. Dropping to your knees, child's pose. So you can take a traditional child's pose if you'd like, where the knees stay together. Hands come to your sides, palm face up. Forehead is to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Plant the foot in between the palms. Keep your back toes on the mat, knee is high for a low runner's lunge. Taking a breath in and out. Try to get those hips low. Really feel the extension through that back heel. Dropping the left knee to the mat. Top of the foot goes down. Shift your hips back for half splits. If you have blocks, then that's great. You can use them in your hands. But if not, just push that foot out, pulling the toe towards you. You're straightening that right leg. And then you're going to suck the belly in and reach your head towards the toe. Breathe in. And breathe out. Remember the intention. Shifting back forward into that right knee. You're going to tuck your toes. Make sure that the right ankle is underneath the right knee. Tuck the toes up. Stay on the back toes. And then rise on up for crescent lunge. So take your time. If you need to come to the hips first, press your hips down and feel the stability. You've got right hip and left hip in line with one another. Then stomach engages, hands come to the heart, and as you're ready, you can reach them up and over your head. Good. Keep breathing. Got 3 more here. Inhale, gaze up towards the palms. Exhale, plant them down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot high to the sky. Exhale, step it through for low runner's lunge. Plant that foot in between the palms, stacking the right ankle and knee, or left ankle and knee, pardon me. Reach your right heel back and breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Placing the right knee to the mat, top of the foot goes down. Shift your hips back for half splits. Straightening the left leg, making sure that the ankle is directly in front of the hip. Inhale, suck the belly in, kind of feel yourself pull that left hip back. And then exhale as you hinge over, reaching the heart towards the left toe towards the heart. Inhale, shift forward, bending that left knee, stacking the knee and ankle as you tuck the back toe. So reach that heel down, that'll give you stability and engage your bhandas. So that lower pelvic floor engagement, stomach comes into the spine. When you feel stable here, you feel the hips aligned, then you can bring the hands up. Find a focus point. Maybe especially different at home because we have so many things at home. So find that place that when you're in your practice, maybe you put a little stone in front of your mat, or it's the one focus point where you're looking when you go into these poses. And that's to remind you of your intention. Inhale, gaze up towards the hands. And then exhale, plant the palms down. Step your left foot back. Optional, you can go through the Chaturanga Dandasana or you could not. If you do, just connect the breath and the motion. Ending in downward facing dog. If you need a break, you can take a child's pose. Or if you feel like you want to keep warming the body up, then you can stay in your downward facing dog. Five breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. If you are not in your downward facing dog, take another breath or two and work your way there. Inhale, gaze up towards your palms, and exhale as you walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise all the way up, upward salute. And exhale, hands come to your sides, Tadasana. You might walk the feet apart just a little, but keep the toes facing forward as you drop your hips back into Utkatasana, chair pose, so fierce pose. Think feet rooted and then bottom is sticking out. You want to shift the knees behind the toes and then engage the belly and open up the chest. When you feel stable with the belly and the chest, then you lift the arms up. And it's always okay to keep the palms open Traditional is together, but make sure you keep the tension out of the shoulders. 2 more breaths here. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot's gonna step back. You're gonna plant the toes, just like we did, and rise on up for crescent lunge. So you're just stepping back. Anjaneyasana. You've got alignment. There's those lines of energy with the front ankle and knee. The hips are square with one another. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, open up, warrior 2. So that back heel goes down. You heel toe the foot away from you. Aligning. So your front foot is facing forward and the heel of your front foot aligns with the arch of your back foot. You're pressing through the outside edge of that back foot. You're going to reach your arms away from one another. Shoulders go down and back. And then chin and gaze goes over that front middle finger. That's where your drishti is at. Breathing in and breathing out. Flip your front hand and reverse your warrior. So back hand goes down, pull up out of the right hip, extend through the whole side body, reaching your hands up towards the sky. Inhale, and then exhale. Elbow comes to the knee, left hand comes high for side, extended side. So if you want to place the hand inside the leg, you can. You want to float it, you can. Open the shoulders, look up towards that left hand, and then as you're ready, drop it over your head for extended side angle. Good. Coming back into warrior 2. 1 breath, you're strong. And then exhale, windmill the hands down. Plant the palms and step it back into a 3-legged dog. So that right leg goes up and back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze towards your palms. Exhale as you walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Hips go down. Center line of the legs is squeezing in. Your pelvic floor is squeezing in as you reach your hands up towards the sky. Find your focus point. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot goes back for crescent lunge. Bend the front knee, stay on those back toes. Engage the stomach as you rise on up. Find the alignment. Every single pose is about lines of energy. We root down and we rise up by connecting those lines of energy. 1 more big breath. And then exhale, spin the back heel down, open it up, warrior 2. Lunging the front knee over the ankle, finding the alignment as if you're on a tightrope with those feet. The arms are actively reaching away from one another. Shoulders are relaxed down, and then chin and gaze turns forward over that left finger. Flip your front hand and reverse your warrior, lifting it up towards the sky as your right hand goes down the back leg, or perhaps wraps. Take a breath in. And exhale, side angle. Elbow comes to the knee, Right hand comes high to the sky. Rotate so press through with the right foot and then rotate the right hip and then reaching that right hand up towards the sky. You're going to gently go palm face down over the head for extended side angle. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale rises you up into warrior two. And exhale, windmill your hands down. Plant the palms. Stepping it back, swinging into the three-legged dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Dropping to your knees, finding a child's pose. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. As you're ready, there's no rush. You're going to gently come up, shift your hips to one side or the other, and get ready for boat pose. So move the flesh out of the way of the sit bones. Hands are going to come underneath the thighs. Yeah, take a drink if you need one. My house is hot. I don't know about your guys's, but I'm getting a workout. So you're going to keep the hands under the thighs at first, and then you're going to press through the pads of the toes, and then pull the toes back towards you and press through the pads of the foot. Open your shoulders. Open one hand to the side, take it off, open the other. If you can extend those legs a little straighter, go ahead, but don't lose the integrity of the spine. You want to keep the shoulders back, spine long. Breathe. Two more breaths. As you're ready, you'll cross the ankles, plant the palms, step or jump back, downward facing dog. You can let out a big sigh if you want, in through the nose. And then exhale, like let it out. One more, breathe in. Exhale. Walking or stepping your feet up to reach your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend the spine. Be sure to roll those shoulders back so that way your spine is completely long. Nice adjustment there. And then fold it down. And then you're going to rise all the way up, coming into mountain pose. So find the foundation, your Tadasana. Lifting up the toes again, placing them back down. Just feel the body for a moment. You can use the foot on the ankle as always. You can go to the calf, or you can lift that right foot up into the inside of your left leg for tree pose. You're going to press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Have your focus point where you're looking, someplace that's not moving. Engage the stomach. Roll your shoulders back. Let the heart be open. And when you're ready, you can reach the hands up over your head and breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. The sensations have probably started to arise, so just notice that. It's a good opportunity to practice Svadhyaya and notice what the brain does when it feels a sensation. As you're ready, hands will come down, foot will get released. Good, and just roll that ankle out or whatever you feel you need to do. Switching sides, gonna lift up your left foot, facing the right toes all the way down. Open the knee, and then find the same place you did on the other side. So pressing the foot into the thigh into the foot. Everything starts at the root, so just focus on the feet and the legs before you do the arms, and then the stomach, the chest, and the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. You know, if you want to challenge yourself more, of course, you can always try closing the eyes or shifting your gaze up. One more big breath in. And exhale. As you're ready, make sure you feel the balance and release, doing exactly what you did on the other side. Hands are at heart center, dropping them to your sides. We're just going to do a heart opener. So let's start with hands on the lower back and just simply push those hips forward. Oh, that feels good. Get the hips forward, get the heart open. Maybe let the head start to extend back as your gaze goes up to the sky. Rising up. I want you to, this time, keep the hips right where they are. Don't let them shift in front of the knees. So keep them right over the knees. And then allow your hands to come up to the sky. And then just fork the elbows open and lift the chest. Good. But try to keep those hips right over the knees. And then imagine your heart is just being lifted up. That space in the back of the heart is being cleared out. Inhale, hands come up. And exhale, forward fold. Interlace your hands behind your back. Can you? Let the head drop down. Releasing the hands. And planting the palms. Stepping back into a high plank. Lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right foot goes high to the sky. And then exhale, swing it through for Pigeon Pose. You're going to draw the right knee to your right wrist. You're going to let that back leg go down. Make sure that the foot is in line. There's a straight line. The leg is behind the hip. If you can walk the right toes up towards that left hand, good. Take a breath in. Palms will come to center. You can open up the chest here. If it's too intense, find a towel or a block or something to put underneath that right hip. As you're ready, you can go into a reclining pigeon. So just folding the body down. Maybe double stack your fists. and let your head rest on top of them. See if there's another muscle you can relax. So just melt into this pose. As you're ready, push your palms into the ground, coming up, tuck your back toes, lift your right leg high to the sky, three-legged dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot goes high to the sky. Exhale, swing it through, pigeon pose. Make sure and check the lines. That right leg is directly behind you. Walk the left foot up towards the right hand if you can. Palms come to center. Open up the chest as you draw the shoulders down. Breathe in and breathe out. Extending the crown away from the tailbone. Start to lengthen that spine and just slowly walk the body down into a reclining pigeon. Letting go just a little more, relaxing another muscle. As you're ready, and you feel the balance from one side to the other, you'll push yourself up. Tuck those back toes. Swing your front leg back into a three-legged dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Shift forward into a high plank. Dropping your right knee down to the mat. You're going to go for a supported side plank. So you can either drop that knee and use it for support, or you can just roll to the outside edge of the right foot. So side plank. So make sure that the shoulder and hand are in line with one another. If you're using the foot underneath you, then it looks like that. And if not, then you're going to push that right leg out. Breathe. Try to keep those hips high. One more breath. And then exhale back to the plank. Lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, push back to the knees. Switching sides, side plank on the left side. So placing the left hand underneath the left shoulder. If you use the support of the left knee, then do that. Rolling the right hip open. If you chose to, go straight to the outside edge of that left foot. And then engage the core, lift, and breathe. One more, inhale. And then exhale, back to your plank. Lowering all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, shift to your knees. Let your legs come to one side or the other. as you come into Dandasana, your seated mountain pose. So move the flesh out of the way of the sit bones and notice two straight lines. One's from your heels to your hips. You're pulling the toes back towards your face. The other straight line is that Sushumna from your lower tailbone, your pelvic floor, all the way up through the crown. Hands are at your side, shoulders are rolled down and back. Find a focus point, maybe right in between the toes, and just breathe, keeping everything active. Inhale, hands come to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. You can shimmy those hips back if you want as you take the seated forward fold. Find someplace to grab, even if it's the calves, the toes, the heels. Keep the feet flexed and just try to start by extending the lower back. Okay, so you start in the lower back and you get the stomach down towards the thighs, and then the mid back down. You're reaching the heart towards your toes. Then the head goes, but it's progressive. I kind of wonder if you guys can hear my neighbor's chickens right now. Inhale, come on up. And exhale. Scooch down if you need to, as you're going to come all the way onto your back. You're going to pull your knees into your body. Give yourself a big squeeze. Rock from left to right. And then allow the feet to come to the ground for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining bound ankle pose, reclining bound ankle. So if you need support under the knees, you can. Get the feet together as close to your pelvic floor as you can. Extend the spine and then allow one hand to be on your stomach and one hand on your heart. Remember that intention. See if you can notice as the muscles relax in the glutes and the lower back. Notice shifts that happen. Breathe into the areas that you feel the sensations, that you feel like maybe you need to find more space in an area. Breathe into it. Very gently pull the knees together. And then into the body. Give yourself another big squeeze. Keep your right leg in and extend your left leg down to the mat for supine twist. Inhale your right leg close and then exhale it across the body. Keep your right shoulder on the mat. Elbow aligns with the shoulder as you cactus that arm out. Breathe. Try to let the muscles relax. So the twist isn't being forced, it's just gravity's helping it. In through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, the legs come back to center, squeeze them in. And right leg goes down, left leg stays in, squeezing it close. And then exhale it across the body. Keeping your left shoulder on the mat, elbow lines. Breathe. Try not to force the twist. If it feels good, you can lengthen the back of the head and then gently turn the chin towards the left too. Big breath in. Exhale it out. And then inhale, pull the legs back into center. Squeezing them in. Give yourself another big hug. And then finding happy baby pose. Ananda Balasana. Grabbing the outside edges of your feet. Keep a nice long spine as you use the weight of your hands to pull the knees down towards the ground on each side of you. If there's any other pose that you feel like you need or want to do before we go into Shavasana, please do that. As you're ready, you can make your way into your Shavasana. So if you have something nearby to cover your eyes, this would be great. It'll help trigger that relaxation response. Open the legs up wide, open the arms up wide. If it's comfortable to be in whatever way, just make yourself comfortable. I'm going to play something like I would usually. You guys can tell me after if the sound doesn't really work like this, but hopefully it will. We'll be in Shavasana for about 5 minutes. It's so important. I know that you know that. Shavasana is the space where your body gets to really download everything that you just did, gets to make an imprint of it. It's taking it to a more subtle, deeper layer. Very gently invite a breath in, and very gently allow the breath to go out. Introducing the motion very slowly by wiggling your fingers and your toes. As you're ready, reaching your arms up over your head, extending from one side of your body to the other. Bending your knees into your body, rolling onto one side, actually onto your right side. Double stack your knees as you lay in this fetal position for 3 to 5 breaths. Keeping your eyes closed, gently push your hands into the ground, coming up into a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana, right where we started, moving the flesh out of the way of the sit bones, feeling yourself rooted and rising, noticing the balance between these two, this polarity, the grounding down and the rising up. Right in the middle is the heart center, the yogi's home. I invite you to inhale and gently bring your hands to touch at your heart center. Exhale the air all of the way out. I invite you to Om with me. You don't have to, but you can if you'd like. Om is a sound of oneness, and it's the traditional ending to our practice. So we'll do it all together as you take a breath in through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Inhale to prepare. Om. Gently tucking your chin to your chest, honoring the love and the light within yourself. I too honor the love and the light within you and every living thing. I represent this by humbly saying Namaste. And so it is. I'm talking to a computer, but I hope you all have the same effects. Please you don't have to get up right away, or just do you. I'm open to feedback. If you want to message me, email me at a later time and let me know what was good and what didn't work, what we can improve. Then I appreciate that. Does anyone need anything? Or I'll see you next Wednesday, maybe.
No, I need to say something.
Oh, hi.
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 Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
I
I'm
love
so very
you
happy
guys.
to
I
see
miss
you.
the hell out of you.
Oh, I miss you too. Thank you for your presence here on this Zoom today.
It's so good to
I
see
hope
you.
it served you.
Oh, yeah. But you know
It's
what?
like,
I can't read. I thought it was starts at 10. So I came in a little late.
oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I think, did it say 10 on the Zoom thing?
No, it said 9. After I read
Okay.
it again, but then it says 10. The meeting is at 10 or something like that.
Okay, because you know when I put in the like Hawaii Standard Time, it said 10, but I was like, no, I wanted it 9, but
Yeah.
just like keep me posted if stuff is not really like
How you doing,
right,
Nicole?
because I don't know. Well, I will
See
do it again, and I'm happy to do it anytime. I just, I guess I just
No,
had to
9 is
get
good.
comfortable being uncomfortable.
Next Wednesday?
Yes, next Wednesday.
All right.
I have it planned, but I'm available but before then, so I'm always here, even if it's just virtually, okay?
Okay.
All right. I love you guys. Thanks
Oh,
for your
you too.
presence.
Hey,
Okay.
Nick, Janet's
Yeah.
doing
Oh.
Tai Chi.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Yeah, she's doing Tai Chi twice a week.
Oh, yeah, down at the park.
No, online, Zoom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
tell her to send me the link
okay.
or
Does
the
she have your
password.
email? Does she have your email?
Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay. I'll let her know.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Nicole. Sorry about that.
Were you guys on the email, both of you, or do I need to add you?
No, I was on.
I was
Okay.
on. I was on.
Okay, just making sure. So
Okay.
there's a couple people I think that passed it to somebody else. I just want to make sure moving forward I can send it to everyone.
Will do.
Okay.
Is it okay to share it?
Yeah,
Is it
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I just sent it to, remember the one day I asked you guys
Yeah.
for your emails? That's like,
Yeah.
I pulled that paper out and that's all I really had. So yeah, you can
Okay.
definitely share it. Thank you.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you
definitely.
very much.
Wonderful, wonderful addition. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care, guys.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you.